Brother, close the door. Kill the noise. Sit with me in this quiet dark where real men are forged. Most walk through life apologizing for their own shadow, shrinking so others feel taller, explaining decisions no one earned the right to judge, performing a version of strength that fools only the weak. I know that cage because I built one myself. I walked through hell wearing it. Addiction, betrayal, rock bottom that spoke with my own voice. I cut myself loose from the world thinking numbness was power, only to discover the real prison was the need for approval. Today I hand you 5 stoic truths, not gentle reminders, but cold steel blades. They don't care about your comfort. They care about turning you into the man who walks through fire and emerges sovereign. Not for applause, for yourself. These are the principles that rebuilt me from wreckage into a Sigma who no longer needs the pack, the validation, or the map. They will do the same for you if you stop hiding and start wielding them. Truth 1. Other people's opinions are not evidence. Marcus Aurelius saw it clearly. We love ourselves more than our brothers, yet we value their judgment over our own. I lived this lie for years. Every critic, every disappointed look, every ghost from my past became a mirror I let define me. The friend I betrayed, the woman I hurt, the family that stopped waiting, they all had their truth, but it was filtered through their pain, not mine. A Sigma understands this at the bone. The crowd's verdict is weather, not climate. It passes. Your internal compass does not. When the world calls you cold, aloof, dangerous, let it. Those labels are confessions from men still chained to hierarchy. They reveal nothing about you and everything about their fear of a man who slipped the conditioning. Stop collecting evidence from eyes that never walked your path. The only valid evidence is what you build when no one watches. Discipline at dawn, boundaries held in silence, scars owned without excuse. That is your proof. Gather it daily. Let their noise become wind at your back instead of chains on your ankles. You were never meant to shrink so others could stand tall. Stand anyway. The mirror you finally faced at rock bottom showed you this. Your worth was never up for vote. Truth 2. Confidence is not performance. It is quiet existence. The loudest voices in any room are usually the emptiest. I used to perform hardness, burning bridges, doubling down on addiction, telling myself detachment was strength. It was theater. Real power needs no stage. It simply is. A Sigma walks into the chaos and does not announce his presence. He does not need the center. He becomes the calm that makes the storm reveal its weakness. In social dynamics, in relationships, in the long war inside a man, this truth separates the free from the frantic. Alphas demand the spotlight and exhaust themselves feeding it. Betas orbit for scraps. The Sigma observes, then moves on his own terms. His frame is not loud. It is unshakable. You do not become this by posting quotes or flexing in mirrors. You become it by sitting alone with your monster and refusing to flinch. By choosing the harder road when every habit screams for the old comfort. By waking up after the darkest night and taking one more step anyway. Confidence is the byproduct of a man who has faced himself completely and kept walking. Stop performing. Start existing in your truth. The room will feel it before you speak a word. Truth 3. Never apologize for the space you occupy. Every unnecessary sorry is a quiet surrender of sovereignty. I learned this the hard way. After years of leaving damage, after atonement that stripped the arrogance from my bones. True humility is not shrinking. It is owning your full height without excuse. Machiavelli understood power. So did the Stoics. Claimed space commands respect. Apologized space invites disrespect. In romantic dynamics, in long-term bonds, in every social current, this truth is iron. A Sigma does not negotiate his solitude, his mission, his standards to keep peace. He offers a woman, or anyone, the chance to walk beside a sovereign man. Those worthy stay. The rest fade, as they should. Stop leaking power to make others comfortable. You are here. You have survived your own hell. That alone earns your place. Occupy it fully. Speak when it serves truth, not when it seeks approval. Walk away when boundaries are crossed without theatrical explanation. The right people will not resent your height. They will rise to meet it. The weak will call it arrogance. Let them. Their opinion was never evidence. Truth 4. Action creates confidence. Certainty never comes first. You will never feel ready. I waited years in darkness for some lightning bolt of transformation. It never arrived. Change began the moment I took one small, brutal step while still terrified. Rock bottom gave me nowhere lower to fall, only up. And up demanded movement before courage arrived. This is the war inside every man. Old habits rise like an army. The voice whispers you've gone too far. The Sigma answers by moving anyway. One disciplined morning, one boundary enforced, one honest conversation with the mirror. Action forges the man, waiting dissolves him. In relationships, in purpose, in social dynamics, same law. Do not wait for perfect conditions or guaranteed outcomes. Step into the unknown. The map reveals itself under your feet. Every time you choose the harder road over familiar chaos, you prove the old voice wrong. That proof compounds. Soon the man you were stops driving. You do. And the question shifts from, can I change? To, how far can I go if I never stop? Brother, the life you want is on the other side of repeated action while afraid. Start today, small, ruthless, consistent. The feeling of power follows the man who refuses to stay still. Truth 5. Stop explaining yourself. Let results be your only testimony. Every explanation given to those who did not earn it is an implicit request for permission. I did this for years, rationalizing my darkness, my distance, my decisions. It kept me tethered to judgment I no longer respected. A free man acts. He does not justify. This is Sigma in its purest form. In romantic dynamics, hold your frame without apology. In long-term relationships, maintain your solitude as oxygen, not rejection. In the world's hierarchy games, observe without participating. Your results, your discipline, your integrity, your quiet strength will speak louder than any defense ever could. The past I carry, the atonement I walked, the man I rebuilt, they are not open for debate. They are mine. I honor them by living differently. You must do the same. Face your ruins, own your scars, then walk forward without constant narration for the crowd. The worthy will see the change. The rest were never your judges. These 5 truths are not motivational wallpaper. They are weapons for a man ready to stop running from himself. I use them to climb out of hell, not to become perfect, to become real. Grounded, dangerous in the right way. A man who understands darkness, yet chooses light every single day. You carry the same capacity. The mirror is waiting. The war inside you has already begun. Rock bottom may have a voice, but so does the man you are becoming. Make it louder. Rise. Not for their eyes, for the version of you that refuses to die in excuses. Face the monster. Own the wreckage. Take the next step even when your hands shake. The world is exactly as hard as it needs to be to forge kings. Stop waiting for softness. Become the man who walks through it unbroken, because he finally stopped apologizing for his own fire. If these truths cut deep enough to move you, say it out loud right now. I am the judge. Then act like it. Every day. No retreat, only execution. I'm out here living it, scarred, sovereign, free. The air tastes different when you no longer need permission to breathe it. Your move, brother. If this hit you in the chest and stirred something real, don't just watch and scroll on. Still here? Hit like, right now. It tells the algorithm and every man watching, that this truth matters. Drop a comment with, "I am the judge," or the one truth that cut deepest. That comment becomes your public declaration. It holds you accountable and connects you to other men walking this same lonely path. And subscribe. Turn on the bell. This channel isn't about quick dopamine or pretty philosophy. It's a forge for Sigma minds who refuse to stay conditioned. Every video is another blade sharpened. By subscribing, you're not just supporting content, you're choosing to stay in the fire with brothers who demand better from themselves and from life. You're saying, "I will not drift back into the old cage. I will keep facing the mirror." Real change compounds in community, even if that community is quiet, selective, and sovereign. Your like, comment, and subscription are small actions that create real momentum. Do them now, not tomorrow. Execute. Let's go.